Want to know why some entrepreneurs make 7 figures while others barely break even? It's not what you think, it's not their business model, their network, or even their experience. It's what they do in the first 90 minutes of each day. I've built companies across entertainment, aviation, AI, film, education, and more. I've spent countless hours comparing notes with fellow entrepreneurs who have sold companies in the millions and indeed had billion-dollar exits, and something remarkable emerged. We all follow variations of the same morning blueprint. Today, I'm revealing exactly what this looks like. Plus, I'm sharing a comprehensive morning mastery toolkit that you can download absolutely free. Stick around until the end to grab it. Here's what will blow your mind. The average entrepreneur spends their mornings in reaction mode, checking emails, putting out fires, scrolling social media. But the $1 million or $1 billion entrepreneur, they've weaponized their mornings into a predictable system that sets them up for victory before the rest of the world even wakes up. The truth is brutal. How you start your day determines everything. Not just your mood or your energy levels, but your decision-making capacity, your creative output, and ultimately the trajectory of your ventures. Let me share something counterintuitive. The most successful entrepreneurs aren't morning people, they're morning designers. They've reverse engineered their ideal day and built a morning routine that automatically delivers the mindset and the momentum they need. Let's take my student Sarah, who sold her software company last year when she implemented what she calls her Power Hour protocol. Her revenue doubled in 8 months. Here's the reality. It's not about getting up at 5 a.m. or taking part in some ridiculous experiment. It's about creating a morning ritual that syncs with your natural rhythm while producing exceptional results. My morning routine starts with what I call the clarity catalyst. This usually is 10-15 minutes of journaling, note-taking to set myself up for the day. You're not emptying your mind, you're filling it with intention and purpose. Then I have to physically activate myself. You cannot have $1 million or $1 billion business with a $10 energy level. But it's not about the intense workouts, it's about what works for you. I like to have a strong coffee and a walk in the park, and think of it as a repeatable movement that awakens our system. We all have to go through some form of physical activation. Now, I want to ask you something. What if the difference between good and great in your business comes down to a single decision you make the moment your alarm goes off? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. My team reads every comment, and who knows, you might meet some like-minded entrepreneurs in the process. Here's something that changed my entire perspective on morning routines. The most successful entrepreneurs view their first hour as sacred time. Not optional, not flexible, sacred. They protect it like it's their most important business meeting. Because it is. It's a meeting with themselves to set the tone for everything that follows. Then comes learning leverage. In my AI ventures, I learned this the hard way. If you're not learning, you're falling behind at exponential speed. Every successful entrepreneur I know dedicates some time to learning. But here's the $1 million twist. They don't just consume, they immediately apply or teach what they learn. I keep a voice memo app ready during my morning reading. Quick insights get recorded and shared with my teams within hours. Finally, there's what I call the priority protocol. While most entrepreneurs start their day with emails, the modern equivalent of letting everyone else set your agenda, we start with our big 3. These are the 3 highest impact activities that, if completed, will make the day a success regardless of everything else. Notice I said activities, not tasks. There's a big difference between answering emails and moving your business forward. Let me share something that might surprise you. We spend less time working in our mornings than you'd expect. We spend more time thinking, planning, and positioning ourselves for victory. Take Alex, one of my students from Entrepreneur Seminar. He sold his digital marketing agency for millions. His morning routine? 90 minutes that included 15 minutes of meditation, 20 for movement, 30 minutes for reading, and 25 minutes of high-level strategic thinking. No scrolling, no distractions. Here's what people miss. The morning routine is as much about productivity as it is about power. The power to choose how you show up, regardless of external circumstances. Let me tell you something that might revolutionize how you think about time. The most successful entrepreneurs don't find time for their morning routine, they create it. They're not sacrificing sleep or family time, they're simply being more intentional about their mornings and more efficient with their days. Less scrolling, less busy work, more focus, more results. We also know what to avoid. Checking email first thing is business suicide. Consuming news in the first hour is like starting your day by letting a stranger tell you everything that's wrong with the world. And here's the big one, decision fatigue. Your willpower is finite. I automate everything possible about my mornings to preserve mental energy for what truly matters. Your morning routine isn't just about today, it's about who you become over time. When you consistently show up for yourself in the morning, you're building trust with the most important person in your business, yourself. Now let me share the secret sauce, customization. There's no one size fits all morning routine. I wish there was, but there is a framework that works, and it's what I've compiled in the Morning Mastery Toolkit I mentioned earlier. But here's the most important insight. You can have the perfect morning routine on paper, but if you don't follow it consistently, it's worthless. So start with just one element and build from there. The difference between entrepreneurs who make it and those that don't is discipline disguised as a morning routine. It's showing up for yourself when no one else is watching. It's choosing your priorities instead of letting your priorities choose you. As promised, I've created the comprehensive Morning Mastery Toolkit that goes deep into everything we've covered today. Click the link in the description to download it absolutely free. This isn't just another productivity hack. This is the foundational shift in how you approach your most important hours. Because here's the truth. Your business will only rise to the level of your personal habits. If you're serious about building something significant, it starts with how you start your day. Like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. But more importantly, I want to know what's the one thing you're going to implement from today's video. Drop it in the comments below. See you in the next one.